Well, tragedy makes you show your true feelings. So it does.
I really just need to hear your voice.
I thought you hated me.
Karen, I don't hate you. I love you.
So not only did Tyler Perry write it in such a way where I'm siding with Fatima over Zach, but now I have even more reason to be on, now I wouldn't necessarily say Karen's side, but understand why she's going to have these increasing feelings for Zach. What the promo for next week show us? Hey, Karen, I just needed to hear the sound of your voice. Wow, Zach, well, I thought you hated me. Karen, I don't hate you. I love you. Just as Fatima comes into the bedroom. Now, granted, I know these trailers are cut and, Frankenstein to build suspense. What happened last week? Yeah, you're right, Fatima. No, you know what, Andy? I'll never be as good as you. You know what? You're right, Fatima. You'll never be as good as me. But then the actual episode came out. You won't be as good as me, Fatima. You'll be better. So, I will say this much, though. If the goal was to get next week's trailer to get people hype and talking, it worked because in the promo, he literally said, Karen, I don't hate you. I love you. And then, the synopsis for like episode 6, for example, and next week is episode 5, by the way. Episode 6 is like, Karen's feelings for Zach start to increase. Can you really blame her? I mean, at first I'm like, oh yeah, it's because the other girls are going to gas up the situation. Mainly it was Danny doing that at the ending of this week's episode. But then you got Zach calling Karen. Maybe. I don't know. She did say she would tell the father of the child before anybody else that he's the father of the child. So maybe Karen calls Zach. I don't know. But something tells me that... here's what I think. I think that Aaron's going to come over to the house or the apartment, and he tries to plead his case about Jennifer, but then Karen tells him off and kicks him out. Then she calls Zach, or maybe she waits to get a call from him. I don't know how it's going to go down. But regardless, Zach says, I love you. This wasn't I got love for Karen, but I ain't in love with her. He straight up says, I don't hate you, I love you. How is Karen supposed to interpret that? And even worse, Fatima, she walks in on this. I'm thinking that Zach believes he's home alone because Karen's still out with Angela. But in the midst of the conversation, while he's in the bedroom, Fatima comes in just as he says, I love you. And I love you. And he has his back turned as he's on the phone. So I really feel like it's a situation where Karen is going to not just act off her own emotions and unresolved feelings for Zach, but he is leaving her breadcrumbs. Well, not even breadcrumbs. He's handing this woman loaves at this point. And I'm really wondering how he's going to come back from this. And look, yes, we do need to watch the entire scene for context, but the trailer scene's pretty straightforward. He is going to tell Karen, I love you. So, I mean, maybe the sentence is, Karen, I love you because you're potentially carrying my child. But no, he straight up says, I love you. Now, I don't think these two are getting back together, but dang it, Tyler is definitely creating some hype here. I am interested to see how things will play out, but yeah, the fact that this man straight up says, I love you versus Fatima telling Ian that, hey, it's over, we're not getting back together. I don't know how in the world Zach is going to come back from this, but he still loves that woman. Yes, I know 3 years of history and whatnot, but sheesh. And I know he didn't want to see her die, but come on now. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. And Zach, you in the doghouse, man. You in the doghouse. Ain't no way around it. You in the doghouse.